the cutie. I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll slip his way up across the 30. To the 32.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo, defense, let's go. Let's
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And they're running right through it. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a handoff working right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Detroit! 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 Hot!
On 3rd down, Bryant. The catch made by Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Gun! Leopard!
And they'll run it here. be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts. They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Back to 89 Philly. Here we go. Back to 89 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy. He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This is Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game. Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Bryant into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even if he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right up. Detroit! Detroit! Come on. Gun! 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 Hot!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw on 2nd down, Bryant. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
To throw on 3rd down. Bryant under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slips free.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Point after, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Bryant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And now off to the races, down the right side, past the 20, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bryant. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bryant under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a give to Taylor. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers add on to their lead. To try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Back to throw. Bryant sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And spins away. And now running right through it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Watch 2. Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes
and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. Oh, now he bowls him over.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
All right, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
Gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm going to get some of my specials, something that can forward and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Gun! Over!
Throwing on first down. Bryant. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Bryant. Caught out left side by Robinson. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Off-play action. Bryant eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. From the gun, Bryant steps away to his left. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll give it to him right up the gut. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Gun! Watching that body! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packers are going to win this football game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Gun! Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got room to run past the 20. As he will take this one up to the 19-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decided maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Packers,
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up. The cake up. Raise up. Do something. We don't want to. Bite down on you. Right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parts in it. Wanna play like cards in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I don't wanna scratch it. Try to say the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, cruise, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarter.